Hello, very good afternoon. Welcome back to our new chapter. So this is Kranti Reddy, your maths mentor. Let us start with chapter 2. What is chapter 2 name? Chapter 2 name is polynomials, which is a part of algebra. So we are going to see what is a polynomial first of all. How polynomials will be there. Polynomial is basically in the form of ax power n, where a is a real number and it should not be equal to 0. I told you ax power n, then what should n be? N should be non-negative integral power, means it can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4 and so on. But it cannot be any negative value and it cannot be any imperfect square, it cannot be any imperfect cube, it should not be in decimals, it should not be in whole number, and that x should not be in division. If any of this case is there, it will not be a polynomial. So what is the polynomial standard form? It will be in the form of ax power n, where a is a real number and not equal to 0, and the power of x should be non-negative integral power. So what we are going to see in polynomials first of all. First the introduction of the chapter, then what is the geometrical meaning of zeros. You are going to see what is the meaning of zeros. If you say zeros, what are they mean? So next we are going to see relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the polynomials and the summary of the chapter. And in 4 to 5 videos we are going to complete this chapter. And let's start with the topic of polynomials. I defined you polynomials. A is a real number except 0. So first of all, you identify what is a in everything. See first example here. What is a? Root 3. A can be root 3. Yes, it is a real number. It can be root 3. That's what you learned in chapter 1, real numbers. All rational, irrational comes under real numbers. Now, if you see here, what is this? A, 7 by 9. Let us say, sorry, nothing is there. Yes, nothing is there means 1 by default. Is it correct? Yes, very good. But the problem in polynomials is that you should check the power of the variable x. The power should be non-negative integral power. Okay, the power of the variable x should be non-negative integral power. If you see here, the power is 2. So it is a polynomial. It is a polynomial. Now comment about this and this. Are they polynomials? Yes, then how? Explain it. Same way, let's go to example 2. Look at the power, it's minus 2. It should be non-negative integral power, but this is negative. So this cannot be a polynomial. Same way, you see which are not polynomial. And the third, see x square plus 5 by x. X is in division. How can you write 5 by x? We can write 5 by x as 5x power minus 1. We can write 5 by x as how? 5x power minus 1. So this cannot be a polynomial. What about this? What about this? Sir, root 4. Root 4 is a perfect square because square root of 4 is 2. Now someone may raise a question, sir, when it's root 4, it can be plus 2 or minus 2, correct? It will be a polynomial if it is plus 2. If I consider plus 2, it is a polynomial. If I consider minus 2, it is not a polynomial. So therefore, I am considering plus 2. It is a polynomial. This is not a polynomial. What about this? This is not a polynomial by default because x should be non-negative integral power, whereas it is root 2. You cannot express it because it is not a perfect square. Now we are going to see the classification of polynomials on 2 categories. What are the 2 categories you are going to see? The 2 categories are on the basis of degree and on the basis of terms. Polynomials are classified into 2 types. They are on the basis of degree, on the basis of terms. On the basis of degree, on degree, on terms, on the basis of terms. So degree means the highest power. What does it mean by degree? The highest power. If degree is 1, it's called linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. If degree is 2, it is called quadratic. Example of linear, very good. So example is what? 5x plus 3. Because degree, variable x you should check. Next, quadratic polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? Degree 2. Degree means what? The highest power. What do you mean by degree? The highest power. Any example? Let us say x square plus 5x plus 6. The power of this x is 2, the power of this x is 1, x is not there, means power is 0. Which is the highest power? 2. So degree is 2. Same way, we are going to learn the last, according to NCERT, is cubic polynomial. Is what? Cubic polynomial whose degree is 3. For example, x cube plus or x cube minus 9 or x cube minus 8. This is the degree of the polynomial where degree is 1 means before this number shouldn't be 0. Same where degree is 2, the number before this shouldn't be 0. Where degree is 3, the number before this shouldn't be 0. Same way when you tell on the basis of terms. Terms are one term, 2 terms, 3 terms. 3 terms are possible. More than 3 terms are also possible. If terms are 1, it's called monomial. It's called as what? Monomial. So example, one example is 5x, one example is 7. Anything, one example is 9x square. It's a single term, single term, single term. Let's say if you're asking me example of 2 terms. What are 2 terms? Take this example, 5x plus 3. What are the 2 terms? 5x is 1 term and 3 is 1 term. So this is called binomial. And the third one, 3 terms. What are 3 terms? Take this example, x square plus 5x plus 6. How many terms? X square is 1 term, 5x is 1 term, 6 is 1 term. So this is about on the basis of terms, on the basis of degree. Don't confuse between terms and degree. Terms, power doesn't matter. Okay, just you see how many terms are there. Whereas degree means power matters. Whereas degree means power matters. Now someone may ask, sir, what is the standard form of linear, quadratic, cubic according to NCERT? According to NCERT, linear standard form is ax plus b, where a should not be 0. If a is 0, it is not called a linear polynomial, because if this is 0 means only b is left out. No variable, so it's a constant. Same way, quadratic polynomial standard form, sir, ax square plus bx plus c, same condition. A should not be 0, b and c can be 0, no problem at all, only a shouldn't be 0. The same way, cubic polynomial standard form, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So this is about the polynomial definition. What are we going to learn in this chapter of polynomials? And on the basis of degree, on the basis of terms, and we are going to focus on the basis of degree in this particular chapter. And have a good day. Enjoy it. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.